what is a digital twin? The idea of a digital twin is to have a virtual representation of like an infrastructure asset, a process such as like the construction process, or systems like water systems, energy systems, transportation systems. So you have a virtual replica of this physical asset that combines the engineering technology, the engineering information you know about these assets, the information technology such as work orders and inspection histories, geospatial information that you know about these assets, and the operational technology such as SCADA and IoT. A digital twin brings all of that information together into sort of a living, breathing, up-to-date representation of the physical world in the digital world.
I always define a digital twin for a city to be a reality model of the geometry plus all the semantics that describe the city, and those two form together. Reality model plus semantics equals digital twin for city.
So it does start with sort of what we call digital context. So this would be the geometric and visual representation of the asset. And let's say in the case of a city, that would include the cityscape. So this geometric and visual representation can be built from plain photographs. You can use photographs to build a 3D model. It can be augmented with LiDAR, so point clouds from laser scanning devices can be used to provide additional detail and precision in areas where that's necessary. And you come up with a really accurate and again, geometrically accurate and visually accurate representation of the city. But that's not a digital twin in and of itself. That's basically the geometric model. To that, then you have to federate in this other information, both their design data from the history of their design, the operational data such as from sensor networks, as you said, SCADA or IoT, work order histories, inspection histories. These types of data can then be synthesized and fused together with this geometric representation. So you have this really easy to navigate and easy to understand visualization of all this data.
A digital twin isn't a digital twin unless it's up to date. The definition of kept up to date, which applies both to the geometry of the model as well as to the semantics data that you combine it with, how often you do that depends on which problem you're trying to solve. So for some things you can say flying the city every 2 years and creating a model out of that for the bigger context of the city and city planning, a model that's 2 years old can survive, that's not a problem. Once you get to a construction site, because you're developing a portion of the city, you might need monthly or even weekly updates. That would be very logical. And it's not just the geometry that needs to be updated. You need to connect it with live systems that feed information and where you federate the information that needs to come together because you want the latest maintenance records, or you want the latest materials that have been used, or you want the latest accident reports, etc., etc.
So it's not just a pretty picture. It's all this other information that you know about those assets. The reason that's important is because you can then use that digital representation to make better informed decisions, ultimately leading to better outcomes such as, improved efficiencies, reduced costs, reduced risks, decarbonization, less congestion. There's all sorts of problems that cities face today that they want to find innovative solutions for, and a digital twin can help them in that process.
A city and a construction site touch each other, or a city and a transportation system touch each other. So the underlying theme is it's got to be digital first, and if you make it digital, you can monitor, optimize, save money, shorten construction, avoid risk. All those benefits are the benefits of the going digital.